think 7 minutes today. Gil and I are going to show you a little bit about our own BNI Embarcadero website that doesn't really fit on the enlarged magnifying glass screen here. But I am going to briefly show you how to update your basic profile, your email, your phone number, stuff like that, and where it shows up on the site. Gil is then going to show you how to update sort of your company description or to add an article to the site, which we can easily do, and which will help promote our site. And of course, in seeing all of this, you'll see a little bit about what Gil and I do together to build websites for clients. So I need to stand over here, so I'll just yell behind the jackets, and you can see sort of what I'm doing. I'm going to quickly log in over here in the upper right of the screen.
Behind the curtain.
I'm going to log in. Oh, look at that. Ray Simon's almost logged in. I'm going to log in as Ray Simon here because he's a new member. And I'm going to go over here up to the top right to his name. Howdy, Ray Simon.
Howdy.
I'm not going to go into the rest of behind the scenes this morning. We just don't have time. So I'm just going to briefly talk about the profile. So I'm going to click on my alter ego name there, Ray Simon, and I get to my profile. So for my profile, the main things I want are my first name, last name, email, website, and then a quick bio. And that's it for this basic profile. And where this shows up over here on the site, this is Ray's company description, or if Ray wrote an article, you would see that he's the author of this article. And so also down here you get his logo, his name, and that profile description we just saw. Over here, if I wanted to change that, I would come over here, add some text, and that's where it would show up. And I would just save at the bottom, and it would show up right there. Okay?
So you can't see that tab on top left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Does it say profile or something like that?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right.
You mean you can do it yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
Thanks, Mike.
Are people's bios already
That's
up there?
first name, last name, yes.
People's bios are already up there.
Bios are up there. Usually I do it. I just go grab it from whatever I can find from your website until you tell me otherwise. So I put up whatever I find. A little deeper, I went into, under the profile on the left, I went into your extended profile, and that's where I can change my address, phone number, that stuff, the extra fields that we have put up there. Actually, Bart and I are also going to work on maybe what other fields we can use, and I'm also working on how to maybe sort our member roster more efficiently. Currently it's just by last name, and maybe there's other ways to do searches.
Howard team.
Yeah, by Howard.
What are trigger statements?
Trigger statements, they're not live on the site really. They used to be trigger statements. What might someone say to, what might someone say to find me? Hey, my website's real old. Do you know anybody? So I might put that on my trigger statement. And stuff like that might be interesting to show on the site.
Username is just our name.
Username is your first name, last name, capital, like R, capital R, Ray, space, Simon. So Gil is going to log in as, Gil is now logged in as Gil, howdy Gil Zeimer.
Howdy.
And then Gil can edit his own work. He can't delete anybody else's stuff. He can edit his own articles and company profiles.
Right. So here's an article that I wrote yesterday to post to the site. It took me about 10 minutes to write this. I grabbed, this is about a website that I wrote through a referral from Bart Sailing for a client of his. I have a picture of the homepage of the site in there. I have some copy in there. And I didn't want to spend the time doing it now, but by going into WordPress and adding a new post, I've created this page. I have a link to this site. I have a link. Later I'll add a link to Bart's site. I have a link to my site because links are very important in your posts and your pages because websites are all about connectivity and linking to other sites to give you more presence and widen your footprint. And then I can also add, you can see on the right here, I said this can be an article and it can be a case study for these two boxes. So after I make this go live, this will appear in several places on the BNI Embarcadero website. Then I could also add down below here, where it says all-in-one SEO pack, I can add some keywords for myself, such as freelance, copy, website, copywriter, freelance. People are here.
What does SEO stand for?
Search engine optimization.
So this is where usually a website designer or a programmer will have to get into the back end of the site to add these title, description, and keywords. So usually they will have to do that for you, but the power of a content management system such as WordPress, it lets you get in there and do some of these things. So that's why Gil talks about his, he puts in keywords like, his healthcare copywriter. He'll put that kind of stuff in here so that people search healthcare copywriter on Google and they have a better chance of finding him. Bart.
I just want to make a quick comment. As part of the Power Group thing, we're trying to use our website to leverage our resources to bring more business to the group. And I encourage everybody to post articles and ideas to that website because it will encourage people to take a look and to ping us about opportunities they may have and we may receive through the internet.
So a client of mine just went to one of these SEO conferences. It pays $4,000 for a weekend of tips. And I said, okay, so give me, what'd you learn? She says, it's all about the content. It's not rocket science. It's about good content, and allowing people to more easily find that. Are we done?
We're done.
We're done.
Okay,
Thank
so
you all very much. Bill, one more comment?
I just published a story. See, it's trying to cycle through to publish it. It's now live to the BNI post, to the BNI site, and it'll appear on the home page and several other places. So it's that easy. If you can type, you can use Word, you can use WordPress. Thank you.
Thank you.